I'm meteorologist Neil Gonzalez, Weather X45, and as you can see, as we head into the weekends, temperatures will dramatically fall down, just dramatically. We got temperatures for Tuesday that'll be 34 degrees, and it's gonna go down by basically 20, 27, and then for Tuesday 34 to 29 degrees. It's going to be very dramatically cold. So you can see the temperatures are going to be very cold. The worst will be Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And we have already named the cold front that is going to hit the Northeast. And that is called Cold Front Nolan. So this is the cold front that is basically named for our Weather X45 company. It's known as Cold Front Nolan. And that is the most greatest name that I ever heard. Nolan is a good name. This name, Nolan, this name came from a Germany name, basically. So they shared, the meteorologists from the places at Germany, they send this name to the Americans from the meteorology. So basically they call it Nolan, cold front Nolan. So this is how cold front Nolan is going to hit the coast. Will there be a polar vortex? A lot of people are very, very, very concerned about a possibility that this could be a polar vortex. There might be a slight chance. We just gotta look for the updates. Just wait for a second to see the updates if temperatures are gonna rise a little bit more up or temperatures are gonna go a little more down. Now, what I saw from the Weather Channel is that temperatures will dramatically even go down even more. So, I'm gonna show you right now. So, in the Weather Channel, for this is Bronx, New York. Right now, it feels like 29 degrees, which is cold. But that's nothing compared from this weekend. It's going to get even worse. Dramatically cold. Now, as you can see, we're going to get snow. It's not going to be really bad, the snow. So, 35 degrees going down to 26. Not bad. And you got Tuesday, 34 degrees going down to 30, which is not bad. But we have to be concerned about the real feel. If it feels like a temperature more below, that means that that's the exact temperature that must feel for our area. So be aware from the real feel. Now, as you go to Thursday, temperatures will dramatically go down. Dramatically. You can see that this is really impressive. 34 degrees. Not bad. But once we go tonight, it's going to be 16 degrees. Now, Friday, a little more down for the day, but once you go for tonight, it'll be 17 degrees, so it gets a little more up. But does that matter? No. What matters is the real feel. So be on alert of the real feel. If it feels like even lower temperature, then that's telling you that the dew point is really bad with frigid cold temperatures. Now, as you hit into Saturday, that's the worst. As you can see, it's going to go 9 degrees. And 9 degrees means that that's a polar vortex Arctic air that could be expected for Saturday. So, could there be a polar vortex? Maybe. Just look on your updates on your phone and just be sure to see what you could expect for this weekend. So this is what I found in a previous update of how cold front Nolan is going to hit the area. So, I'm going to draw North America just for you. So I'm going to draw Alaska, like that, and like that. I'm going to draw that, and this is Florida, and this is New York, like that. Alright. We're going to put Greenland here. And we're going to put some little tiny lands. Nova Scotia, right there. Alright. So just to help you out, I'm not really good at drawing North America. Just like I always say in previous videos, this is New York. This is Greenland. This is Nova Scotia. This is like random parts of the continent from North America. I'm not really sure what this is, but I actually just made a little example. This is Mexico, this is Florida, and this is New York City. And this is Alaska. Just to give you a little better tip of what the areas are, so you could visually know that this is North America. Okay, so we got a very strong upper cold air low pressure. This is what the European model said. The European model for the cold front will be basically just a cold front like this. So it'll be just basically like this, a strong cold front. And then this is Nolan, basically. That's Nolan, cold front Nolan. And it's going to basically cover this area, this whole entire area, especially the Northeast. They're gonna get really hit hard with this frigid cold air. It's gonna be very frigid, possible for dangers for outdoor activities due to this frigid cold air. It might feel like it's below 0 degrees. So be on alert of the real feel, people, just like I said. So this is the European model, what they said. The European model suggests that this will become widespread for Alaska, then it's going to go down from Canada, then all the way down from here, Greenland, Nova Scotia. There's a snowstorm, so be alert for that. Slippery conditions for Boston, because they're going to have a winter storm. Us, we're going to just have a winter weather advisory. That's not going to be bad. The only thing that we're really mostly contained is with the cold air, basically. But even though the snow is not going to be significant, there's going to be frigid Arctic air that can make the snow turn into ice, or black ice could be the one that we're looking for, that we should be more contagious about for New York City. So that's the European model. Now, the USA model suggests that there's a polar vortex expected. So basically, the polar vortex is basically right here, and it's known as Nolan. So that's Nolan right there. This is the American model. So the American model suggests that there will be a low pressure right here, and it's going to basically just ramble in these kind of areas. And it'll become widespread and more widespread. And then it becomes even more widespread. And then, as it comes here, boom, directly to the Northeast. And it covers the worst, basically, the worst of all will be up in the northern Canadas of the plains, known as London, London from the USA, and basically Chicago. Chicago people who are living in Chicago, you're going to get really hard by Nolan. It's going to be a very powerful cold front. Now, I'm going to compare this to cold front Mavili that hit very hard with strong gusty winds. Now, the American model is suggesting that there might be gale winds or small craft winds expected if this polar vortex might hit the northeastern coast, or it becomes widespread. Now, the European model suggests that it's just going to be a cold front, but it's going to be strong. It will come around. The worst will be right here, and the worst still, it will be the worst, but not as worse as that area. It will be hitting at the night. That's what the European model suggests. Now, you see the difference, what they're trying to make an agreement with? So we got to be very on the lookout with cold front Nolan. So people, be prepared for cold front Nolan. There might be a possibility for ice over a centimeter-inch of 6 centimeters to 5.7 centimeters of black ice. So be an alert of these frigid cold temperatures that will be expected for this weekend. Look at the updates, and that's all I just have to say. I am meteorologist Neil Gonzalez, Weather X45, and peace out. Adios.